G'day cryptocurrency traders, welcome to 2022. Yeah, so this one here I thought I'd do a little bit differently. I thought I'd like do like a week. So what I thought I might start doing is, instead of posting up like just my daily thing, is just putting up what I've done in the week. So this one here, the Bitcoin's been down. It's been down a lot. I mean, I think it went down to something like 60,000 Australian this year, which is probably what this week, which is probably like 35 or 32 or something US. I don't really look at the US because I'm Australian. You know what I mean? Like, as much as I like the US, and that's all cool, we're just a completely different place, and I'd rather stay in my currency. But yeah, I just stick to my system. You know what I mean? If the coin's over $62. Remembering 50 is my base level, 62 is where I skim from. So if it's over 5%, over $62, I take $2 between that to 100, and then I go $3, 100 to 200, $4, 200, you know, and I do that up to 500. 500 I stop and I don't do anything, and I just sort of keep skimming like that. So these days here that I'm having aren't big days at all, you know what I mean? Like each time I'm skimming, I'm only skimming like $20, $30 each time. And there were a few days that I missed, you know what I mean? I looked at it and I counted it up, and there would have been an extra, you know, $30 or something there. So I think at the end of this, I ended up by getting to something like, at the end of like 6 days, there was only like 168 bucks. But it could have been about 250 if I skimmed all the profits that were there. And then I end up by reinvesting them back in. So that's kind of my system when the market's down this much, you know what I mean? Like, I understand in most other sort of situations what people are doing is they're just sitting there just kind of ignoring it, not even looking at it. But that's the way I sort of trade differently, is I keep making money when everybody else isn't making money. Because, you know, even though Bitcoin's down, other coins are up. And you know, I think you just sort of got to play it that way, in my mind. So though you got to go all in on a coin and just wait it out and hope that it rises to the top, you know. I understand the way that I'm doing isn't for everybody, and not everybody's going to really want to do it. And I don't blame you, man. Like, do you got to do whatever makes you feel right, you know. Like, I'm not here to tell you how to trade or what to do. Again, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial guy. I'm just a dude on the internet who makes money every day. Not always huge amounts of money, but it's always something. And then, so like I said, that was 6 days trading, and then on the 6th of January, which is actually today, I decided to buy back in, just because Bitcoin was down so much. And that's how I like to do it. Like, when coins are down, I buy. When coins are up, I sell. And I have no preference on the coins at all. Oh, except for Shinobu Inu, I kind of leave that one alone, and I don't skim out of that one at all. And I don't skim out of Bitcoin. So I buy back in on Bitcoin as well, just because I want it to grow and you know, get bigger and take more money out of it later on down the track, maybe. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a couple of coins like that you just sort of like, you know, want to do. It's like Quant there. Friend of mine is all in on Quant. He's all in a big way too, and I hope it works out for him, man. And I really do. Like, that's kind of what we all want, isn't it? To have money, and our friends to have money, so that we can all just sort of have money. So, you know, keeping in mind, this is my show account. This is the account that I show you what I do. So it's not a huge amount in here. I think there's only something like 16,000 in here. I think today my whole account went down to something like 14,500. So if you're in the US, I mean, that'd be, what, 10 grand, 10 grand. So as you can see, I'm not playing with huge amounts of money, but I am sort of regularly making the money, and that's kind of what's more important to me. So I'll just speed it up here, and I'm doing this running count. I thought I hit record on one of them, but I kind of forgot to do it. But anyway, so that's why that number suddenly has jumped up there. It's just not for anything sinister. It's just because I just thought I hit the button, but I didn't hit the button. So I've kept this as a little running thing rather than doing it at the end of it, just so you can see how much it's going to be making in each one, because it sort of kicking through fairly quickly now. So you can see, and some of these I might have taken 2 trades a day, or maybe even 3 trades a day. I think it's only 2 is the most that I did. If I'm doing that, like I'll do it in the morning and then maybe at night, you know, like something like that. It's just so there's a separation of like 12 hours. Because if I had that sort of separation of 12 hours, remembering that this one here works on a 24-hour period. So, you know, if I did it every 2 hours or something, you'd have to remember what coin was at what price. And I kind of remember mostly because I kind of know whichever coin is sort of paying me on that day. But not always, you know, because I have so many coins, you know, and they just added another 4 coins. So, you know, what's that? That's something like 20 coins in 2 weeks that have been added. You know, and I buy in at $50 a coin, so that's a fair bit of money there that I put back in on it. But yeah, that's kind of what I thought I would do for I don't know if I'll do it for this whole year. Do it like this, do 7 days in a row, and then just put it all up. Because it might turn out to be too big. I don't know if it's going to be too confusing or whatever. I don't know. If you have an idea, let me know. Drop it in the comments there. If not, don't. It's just as good either way. I'll do something, I'm sure. But I'm not overly sure what I'll do. But yeah, just on this occasion, just because, you know, Bitcoin's been down so much, and you know, like I've been talking to all my friends and who are Bitcoin traders and that, and everyone's like, oh, there's no money, we're all losing money. And I'm like, well, there you go, you can see I'm still making money, you know. Is it huge money? Is it life-changing money? No, I mean, I would make this sort of money, $168 to $300 every time I skim when the markets are moving in an upward direction. But I mean, who cares if it took 6 days to make I think it's $168. If it takes $168, like 6 days to make that, well, man, it's not great. But I still have all the other money sitting in my account there as well. But that's money that I will then reinvest, you know. So we'll get through this one here. This is the one here that took me up to 168. So it's just another $30 here. So not huge amounts. I'm not taking out huge amounts. That's why my coins keep growing. They don't go down too much in value. I mean, some do. Some, if you skim it, and then they drop right back down again. That's what happens. But most of them just sort of hover around the same area they're at, or they slowly grow over time and get bigger and bigger. And yes, I could have left all the money in there, and then there'd be more money at the end of it when it all compounded up. But what if it didn't compound up? What if it didn't grow? What if it just went down? Then you would have lost all your money. Whereas I'm always getting money, and I'm always constantly reinvesting it back in because I have the money there to do it. So here we are. So this is Bitcoin's down, minus 4.7 there, and I mean, I think my Bitcoin's gone down like $1,000, like in my value. I think it's dropped something like $25,000, $26,000 here. So here what I'm doing is I'm looking for coins that are, so I've got 168, I'm going to buy 2 coins with $50. So I'm looking for 2 coins on the high end of 50s, so $55 to $60, that have the biggest negative drop. I'm not going to take Sol because that's a really new coin and I don't know what's sort of going on there yet. So I'm going to pick coins which I know have paid me regularly over time going on. Because again, I want to make these $100 coins. Why? So I can skim more money out of them. And when the market turns back around again, then I'm going to have a lot more of it going back up. That's really all I'm doing here. So same thing again now. I'm going to go back down, go and find between 55 and 60. And then I'm going to pick whichever coin kind of looks good for me. I think I pick, is it Knowles this time I take? N-U-L-S. I just picking coins which had paid me regularly before. Yeah, Knowles. So then I'll just buy $50 worth of this. And because it's down so much, now I get more again. It's the basic buy low, sell high principle. I'm not reinventing the wheel here in any way. I'm just doing it over a lot more coins than what most other people do it. And because Bitcoin's down, I'm going to put the balance, which is something like $68, buy back into Bitcoin. Now you see it's down to 61,000 Australian there. So I don't know what that is, US, 40, 45, something like that. We're at 72, 75 cents to the dollar. There we are. I'm only at $15,000 there in my account, but I'm just going to have to wait till the market turns back around again. Anyway, I've updated the book on Amazon, so if you want to go and check that out, please do, and you can see my new system, my new method, and how I'm going about doing things. Stay cool, keep trading, and I hope you keep making money, and I hope 2022 is going to be better than